He's A.J. Hawk, linebacker for the Packers, who joins us on the show. How surprised were you with the outcome of that game last night, A.J.?
Well, I don't know if you could call it surprised. That's always the plan going into a game is to make it like that and go up 28-0 at halftime, I think. But we were happy. I think we finally kind of put four quarters together and played a full game. When
Aaron Rodgers told everybody to relax, was he also telling his teammates to relax?
Oh, I'm sure he was. I know he said it, I think, on his little radio show he does here every Tuesday. But
his little radio show?
Yeah, he's got a little radio show every Tuesday, so he's got to pub that. I'm sure he wanted to get some headlines for that one. But, we can kind of feel it. We know. You know how football is. There's every week, no matter what, you could win. What do we win, 42-10? I'm sure there's still tons of questions about us and our team and defense and whatever. So there's always something to talk about.
Who did you want to face last night?
Oh, between Teddy and Christian Ponder?
Yeah.
I didn't – honestly, it doesn't matter. I know it sounds cliche or whatever to say.
But they're different quarterbacks, though, AJ, right?
Yeah, they're definitely different, but they both can move. They both can get outside the pocket and make plays. And Teddy actually played really well last week. I'm sure you saw it, being the high medium member you are.
Thank you.
It was something where Ponders played well against us actually in the past when we played him. So for us, it really didn't matter. They didn't have a guy like Adrian Peterson, but they had two other guys that can run the ball well too.
Yeah, you're thankful Adrian Peterson wasn't in there. He owns you guys.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
Well, against you guys, he's Superman.
Yeah, I think he's Superman against a lot of people. I have a ton of respect for how that guy plays. So, man, it's like when you tackle him. If you ever watch film on him, when he's being tackled, his feet are still going as he's on the ground. So, that guy runs harder than probably anybody I've ever faced.
Who else? That when you tackle him, you know it's going to hurt. You just sort of brace yourself for it.
That's like everybody in the league now. To tell you the truth, the tough thing about football now is us as linebackers, as inside backers, it's like we're getting smaller, and these running backs are getting bigger and faster. And the thing is, every team kind of has a running back by committee, so you got the big old bruiser like an Eddie Lacy, and then you can bring in little scat backs too to run routes on you. So it's tough as a defensive guy now.
Have you tackled Lacy in practice?
Yeah, I've tried. Did you see his one touchdown run when he knocked the guy's helmet off going into the end zone?
Yeah, I felt bad for that guy.
I saw Eddie on the sideline. I was like, Eddie, what was he doing taking you on high? I said, I saw the whole thing develop, and I saw Eddie with about 12 yards ahead of steam on the guy, and the guy tries to take him up high. I was like, I would have tried to take your shoelaces out, man. That's the only chance you have on a play like that.
What about playing on Thursday night? To try to play after a game on Sunday, get ready for Thursday. Is it fair to you guys?
Yeah, it's fair. Come on. We want to be called professionals. We can make that quick turnaround. It's not a
okay. But why are the games not competitive?
I don't know. They were asking me that after the game last night. I guess they've all these Thursday nights have kind of been blowouts. I don't know what the answer is. Who knows? I'm sure there's tons of theories. They were asking me if the fact is once a team gets up on a team early, does the other team not have the energy to fight back or kind of give up or whatever? I don't know. It's a great theory, but who knows? There's a lot of moving parts out there.
He's A.J. Hawk, linebacker for the Packers, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Have you been following your Buckeyes?
Of course I have.
What did you think of the kid who ran on the field and got tackled by the strength and conditioning coach?
Anthony Schlegel, number 51. He was my Mike backer when I was there. Still a good buddy. Our kids play together. Schlegel is the man. What a play. And Schlegel, that thing, I guarantee you he's dreamed about that for years and years as he's been coaching, because he's been out of the league now for a couple years, and I know Schlegel so well. He hunts wild boar with a knife. Come on, the dude's nuts. Anyone that knows anything about him knows he's crazy. And you can see the video. I saw the video from the stands. I got texts from probably 15 people at the game when it happened, and they're like, oh, Schleg's just about collapsed this kid's windpipe. You're going to see it soon. And bam, it is everywhere now. So it's rightfully so. Schlegel's a very nice guy, great person, would do anything for anybody, and he was just protecting his team.
Would you have done the same thing?
Oh, gosh, I dream about that just like he does. That would have been amazing. You know how fun that would be?
Well, wait, you tackle for a living. You can't wait for some guy who weighs 180 pounds to come out of the stands?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the field. I don't know. I don't know if that guy's got a suicide vest on. I don't know if he's got a knife in his pocket. We got to take him out.
Okay, what stadium would you really want to pop somebody in?
Well, obviously, I don't want to hit anybody in Lambeau, but if the guy was wearing the opposing jersey of the other team, then I would have to. But it doesn't matter. I don't have any.
Let's say somebody has a Cutler jersey, Soldier Field.
Would I take the guy out?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I would have to run pretty fast because we'd probably have multiple guys going after him.
Do you got any memorabilia?
I do not, but I heard you was on hold when you were talking about the Archie Griffin Heisman helmet only going for $28,000.
Yeah, isn't that surprising?
That should be way more than that. And I heard you say it was supposedly worn in his Heisman campaign. That means we're not 100% sure,
yeah.
are we?
But I would think some Buckeye booster would have bought that thing. Couldn't you have sold that and got some tattoos or something?
You probably could. Good thing about me, I can get tattoos for free. I can trade tattoos for tickets here. I don't get in trouble.
But you did you do
college? Did
you do that at Ohio State?
I did not. I can't say that I did. Sorry.
Well, you can't say that you didn't, can you?
Well, actually, yeah, I can say that I did.
Oh, you didn't?
That was terrible. I even graduated from there. Sorry for that. That was pretty poor grammar on my part. I should have. If I was a Dayton Flyer, I would have got that.
Yeah, you would have. See, you should have gone to Dayton. Just imagine what your education would have been like.
It would have been great. 10 minutes from there.
I have, Centerville, right?
Yeah,
right. The Elks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you weren't there. Herbstreit's a lot older than you, right? He went to Centerville.
Yeah, he's a couple years older than me. I think he's in his early 40s. I'm 30 now, though, so I'm getting up there.
Who's better looking, Jesse Palmer or Kirk Herbstreit?
Oh, man, what a question. That's like saying Brad Pitt or Ryan Gosling. Like, what do you do?
Okay, what about Brady Quinn?
Ooh.
Jesse Palmer, Kirk Herbstreit.
Jeez, see, you're putting me on a spot there because Brady's my brother-in-law. I'm going to go with Brady because Brady's that big, tall, handsome, like model dude that was just chiseled. So I joke with Brady all the time. He's a genetic freak. So I'm going to stick with family there.
All right. What if I take Brady Quinn out of the equation? You got to choose between Herbstreit and Jesse.
And Jesse, I mean, Jesse does a good job on TV. I think Kirk is one of the premier guys. I'm going to go with Kirk. Stick with my hometown buddy.
That's soft. That's soft, and you know it.
Very soft. I know, Dan.
I mean, it's like saying, I'm going to pick Peyton Manning or Eli Manning.
Yeah,
when it comes to looks, you're taking. Come on. I mean, I'm taking Jesse Palmer. He was the Bachelor. I mean, Herbstreit's a legend, but Jesse Palmer.
You're right. And Jesse, you're right. Jesse was the Bachelor. My brother Ryan loves the Bachelor and watches every season. And I didn't really see much of it.
What the hell is wrong with your brother?
I don't. Yeah, you know what my brother does too. He's probably watching this. He goes on the message boards before the season's even over, and he tells all his buddies what happened. He already finds out what happened when they taped the show.
Oh, he's a spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It's a good thing he doesn't have many Twitter followers because they'd be mad at him.
But do you guys is there a consensus TV show that you guys watch? That the Packers watch?
Oh man, it's tough now with all the other shows. But you know what show that everyone's seemed to like is the Kevin Spacey. Was it House of Cards?
Yeah.
Or House of Lies?
House of Cards.
House of Cards. Man, what a show! That Netflix show. I think most of the guys here have been watching that.
You strike me as a Game of Thrones kind of guy.
You know what? I'm not. I haven't got into it as much as I would like to. I'm still trying to catch up. I didn't watch it live like everybody else did. I didn't get on the hype early. And now I'm trying to catch up slowly. But they had five or six seasons. So I'm chugging away. I'm like on the second season.
I got laughed at. I said the Packers were going to the Super Bowl this year. So
who laughed at you?
Everybody.
Well,
did you see the way you guys played in Seattle?
Well, I was on the field for it, so yeah, I had a rough view of that game.
Yeah, you're making me look bad.
Well, it's a long season, Dan. You know that.
I know. Hey, I said relax, and all of a sudden, I got Rodgers saying that on his radio show. So
yeah, so I know he's a big fan of you. So he was watching you, and he was just channeling what you said, and guess what? It worked. We strung 2 victories together. So you're probably a big part of that.
Yeah. It did seem like you didn't want to tackle Marshawn Lynch, though. Just saying, I was on the sidelines. I mean, you can admit it. I mean, I don't blame you.
We were giving it our best shot. That guy he's a monster. They would call himself beast mode. man, I love that. I love guys like that. I have a lot of respect for guys that run that hard and are trying to bring it to you.
Who are you playing in the Super Bowl this year?
Who are we playing? I don't care as long as I'm there. I mean, I grew up. I was a Bengals fan growing up. They're looking good so far. So who knows? They could make it.
That'd be cool. I have you playing the Patriots. They laughed at that pick too. So I would.
I mean, who knows? This early on, nobody knows. We have no idea.
Is there a slower quarterback than Brady?
Who wins in a race, him or Peyton? Do you know?
I'm going to say we all lose in that kind of race. So
we all do.
Yeah. Do you think I could outrun Brady and Peyton Manning?
If it was straight line, 40 yards.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you run in a few years, but I don't know. I think you could probably, if you got really loose and you warmed up for an hour or so, I think you might be able to take them.
I mean, you've heard about my speed. I mean, it's obviously this has been a while, but you've heard about it.
Well, yeah, that's around the Dayton campus. They're still talking about your speed.
Yep. When you dine and dash, that's what happens. Great wheels. Congrats on the win. Don't screw up getting to the Super Bowl. All right?
All right. We'll make you proud.
All right. Prouder. Thank you, AJ.
All right. Thank you.
That's AJ Hawk, Packer linebacker.